Uploading Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kagurabachi chapter 61. Now before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel, and in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons, and because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. Considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we could keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content. Because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, or for Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, which we do have the 1st and 5th episodes available for free on Patreon. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you are a $10 tier patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked fall anime season coming to a close and more anime on the way, including probably Kagurabachi from what the rumors are saying. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So Kagurabachi is really picking up its stride, and I am living for it. So now, Chihiro is on the highway to hell. Oh my god, now I've got the AC/DC song stuck in my head now. And I actually did see AC/DC perform Highway to Hell live. Oh my god, it was amazing. But anyways, and I'm really excited to see how Hokuzono handles it from here. So let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. Cross of Intent. Yeah, oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, this is very reminiscent of a Vinland Saga title page that happened a while ago. But god, that's what first thing that comes to mind. But anyways, this chapter is titled Night Battle. Here we go. In a coffee shop, quietly enjoying. And this takes place on November 13th, 11:20 a.m. Just enjoying the coffee and their foodage. This is how we operate. For the time being, you're the Masami's new master. You guys are too overprotective. Your wounds aren't completely healed. Yeah, but I can feed myself. Well, that's a good sign. And that's, of course, the Masami. Any word about Ruha? No, not yet. Well, I get where the forensics are coming from. They've never had a specimen with an enchanted sword contract of 18 years. Yeah, but we just need to know if he's dead or not. Yeah, like, hello. Like the blonde dude said, better not get our hopes up. God, I swear to God, Hokuzono, please keep Ruha dead. We do not need a Mashima situation. Oh my god, please don't pull Mashima. Mashima got a pass on Alderaan because, yeah, that was some bullshit. That was gonna be some bullshit if Alderaan was killed off screen. Oh my god. Just thank manga gods. The Fairy Tail 100 Years quest is saved right now. At least for now. Let's take stock of the situation. Right now, the Kaminabi, Hishaku, and Samura are in a three-way deadlock. The leadership sent us to take some kind of preemptive action, but while you were resting, we scoured the landscape and found no trace of the Hishaku. It's like that wild rampage 3 days ago never happened. Well, they've been flying under the radar for 4 years. We can't track them down in 2 days. The information you got out of that one Hishaku was huge. Yeah, he was a real talker. I'm sorry, I'm not going to stop comparing him to Mahito. It's just not going to happen whether you like it or not. Mr. Samura, on the other hand, left us a hell of a trail, even in broad daylight. If we trace that spirit energy to its source, we'll find his location. The leaders think it's an enchanted blade detector. If you draw Enten, Mr. Samura might try to kill you. You know, I don't think Samura will kill Chihiro yet. No, I think if anything, he would save Chihiro for last. He would. In other words, we can fight Mr. Samura anytime we want. Exactly, because Samura is not going to kill Chihiro until he absolutely has to. We're the Kaminabi's best counter Samura force. Personally, we want to knock some sense into him as soon as possible, and the Kaminabi want to eliminate the threat of Mr. Samura ASAP too. On the other hand, only Mr. Samura can put pressure on the Hishaku. Yeah, he's kind of useful that way. It's like, Samura is a necessary evil, so to speak. Right now, the last thing we want is to let the Hishaku force our hand, because innocent bystanders could be harmed. If we launch into a battle with Mr. Samura without intel on the Hishaku, that could be a disaster. Yeah, you might want to get info on the Hishaku before going into battle. That's kind of important. Don't draw your enchanted sword. Is there a plan? Yeah, there is. We have leverage. A hostage? Yes. What you might call, the only chink in Samura's armor. Oh, his daughter. That's low. That's really low. We could have had Samura in the palm of our hands, but what? Look, unfortunately, just over 2 years ago, acute heart failure. Mr. Samura had a daughter? I mentioned that we paid a visit to Mr. Samura's family, right? He and his wife divorced long ago and were living apart. But if she's dead, how? When I heard he killed you once, it occurred to me that for Mr. Samura, death is how he distances himself from people he cares about. That sneaky mofo. I gotta wonder, though, if even though he killed his daughter, if he brought his daughter back to life, would that acute heart disease, would that cure his daughter's acute heart disease? I don't know. I don't know if that would be the case. Wait, you aren't suggesting... What are you talking about? During our service to Mr. Samura, he only used us once as ninja, and that was to fake her death. Yeah! 3 years ago, the Kaminabi put the contracted sword bearers' families under protection and surveillance, restricting their activities for their safety. Mr. Samura hated that his daughter had to endure that because of him. I don't blame him. I guess he anticipated that this might happen. He didn't want the Kaminabi to use her against him. You mean Mr. Samura's daughter is living under a secret identity, but using a relative as a hostage? Oh, don't worry, we never do that. We had no intention of bringing her into a fight. That's not the crucial part. Do you really think that... Oh, the Hishaku would totally do it. Do you really think the Hishaku intend to just obediently bow Mr. Samura after he fulfills their agreement? That killing machine? That would be suicide. Naturally, they've got something up their sleeve to protect themselves, right? And Mr. Samura only has one weakness. She's their leverage? Impossible. She's completely undetectable. Between the convenient timing and little inconsistencies with the fake body and phony medical records, they may have caught on that she's still alive. Even so, there's no way they could track her down. Not with the spell that was cast on her. That spell makes it impossible for other people to recognize her as Seichi Samura's daughter. She herself wouldn't recognize she's his daughter even if she met him. It was the price Mr. Samura paid to ensure her freedom and safety, to sever the memory of their connection to each other. That's what I mean by undetectable. But the Hishaku succeeded in assassinating Kinoshige Rokuhira. They undid the seal on the Shinoichi in just 3 years. We can't afford to underestimate their powers as sorcerers. Hell no! I would not underestimate them. They probably could figure it out. They could probably figure out how to break the spell. Is there a way to determine if the spell on her is intact? If something changes, I can detect it. So far, there hasn't been an issue. But in the worst case scenario, uh, wait, it says Io. I was like, wait. But in the worst case, oh no, I fucked this up. I'm sorry. But in the worst case scenario, it might be a good idea to check it out. If the Hishaku is putting its hopes of defeating Samura on her, taking her into our custody would serve as a check against both Mr. Samura and the Hishaku. Where is she? Ooh, she's in Kyoto, and that owl's eye is just beautiful. Oh my god. Nice. I'm gonna slice something too, Kaguri. Wait, I'm gonna slice something too. Kaguri, don't walk around carrying the enchanted plate. You can't even use it yet. It's making me nervous. But I need to deepen my understanding of it and preparation for when I can. Sojo said it was important. Okay. And do you feel that happening? No, not now. It's contracted to someone else. My love's still unrequited. Gross! Yura sent a message out to each team. It's almost time. Thanks to Hirohiko, this is going to be a hassle. His tactics and kills are so half-assed. Yura spoils him too much. Don't talk like that. Yura and those guys are constrained right now. Hirohiko's in rehab. He can't touch the enchanted blade. Poor thing. Well, at least we get to kill. It's been a while. I like this design. I do. I kind of like this design, but I know people give me shit for being negative and bashing, but no, I'm giving constructive. There is a difference between me saying I straight up hate something and constructive criticism. I feel it. The problem with this design that I have, and it's a problem that I have with a lot of series, especially in anime, it's the hair. That hair is killing me. Oh my god. It's the hair in proportion to the face. It just looks so off. It looks so flat. It needs something. I don't know if it just needs more volume or something to just make it look like it's just not just flat on his head. I think if it had, especially since it's giving very emo, I think it just needs like a little bit more volume, just like a little bit more height or something. Because the thing is with Kagurabachi, and I've had to accept it, we're not going to get like line work and shading and all that stuff. We're just not going to get it. So in order to compensate for that, what Hokuzono, I think Hokuzono needs to do is for the top of Kaguri's head, for the hair up here, for the hair there, it just needs a little bit more of it. Like the thing that comes to mind, I know Baki Bros are going to hate me for saying it. It's like, look, you got to look at Boruto, because Boruto has a similar aesthetic to what I'm comparing Kaguri to. And you see something like Kawaki. Kawaki is the best example of what that comes to mind. And Kawaki, what he has is he has more hair on his head, so it kind of balances out the proportions with the rest of his outfit. And I think that if Kaguri just had a little bit more hair on his head, just to give him just a little bit more height, it would balance everything out proportion-wise, and it would work a little bit better. Like either like have it like out here or up here. But I think because of his hair being like the bang, I think just a little bit more up here would work a little bit, just like straight up or something. Just, or have a mohawk, like you could have like a faux hawk work with this, but like just a little bit more volume just would work here, and I would be happy. The bang, I'm not mad at this bang. I don't like bangs personally. You know what? I'm just thinking about it too a little bit more, just looking at further. That's where I think I think that's where it needs to be. That's where it is. It's this hairline. It's the bang. The bang yeah, you need a little bit more on top, but you also need a little bit more in the bang. Yeah, that's what it is. It needs more in the bang and more on top to like emphasize the bang just a little bit more. Yeah, that's what's missing to really give that emo realness that I'm kind of looking for. The alternative / emo realness. Yeah, it just needs it doesn't need, I'm not saying like go like full on Ikamoto where it's like full on like alternative like couture. No, I'm just saying just a little bit, just to give more dimension and help out with the proportions, because everything else here, I like the outfit. The outfit's working for me. I like the earrings we got here. The outfit is sick. I like it. But it's just the hair's not working for me. It's just, it's driving me nuts. But anyways, excited let me read this here. Well, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I know I'm probably just being I know I'm being nitpicky, but I'm just being a girl about it too. And I know I'm gonna get shit for comparing it to Boruto, but he has the same aesthetic, or not exactly the same, but like it's a similar aesthetic to what we see in Boruto. So I had to compare it. Excited. Our jobs to kidnap a kid should be fun, but where's the target? No idea. What? According to Yura, she can't be found. So it's a gamble, risky. Hirohiko's just like Yura. He also said that if we wait, they'll reveal the goods. Oh, and there she is. It says here, the daughter of Samura, integrated into society or hidden in society, but I wish a next chapter, because I think next chapter is not getting a color page, I believe. But what I would love to see with the color page, now that we have Samura's daughter here, I would love it with Samura in the center and the owl eyes behind her back, like if they were like wings, kind of like being like, so it's like Samura's watching her. Oh God, I need that. I need that in my life. Give me like a Samura, like an angel with the owl's eye. Oh, Hokusano, you better do that. I swear, we need that for a color page where it's Samura's daughter in dead center with the wings being like the owl's eye or something. It'd just be so creepy and so sick. But let me know what you guys think of this chapter. I really like the concept we're getting here with Samura's daughter. I like that the Kaminabi are left out of the dark like this, and and I'm glad that Hishaku can't sense her either yet. But what do you guys think about the strategy here? I mean, I really need to get more. I really want more about the Kaminabi corruption. Because we got some of it, but we need more of it. The question is when we're going to get more of it. I hope we get it soon. I do. But it was smart. I like what Samura did. That was very, very smart. I will say this though. In regards to, I do like Hirohiko because he reminds me of Mahito. And I know that rhymes, but yeah, he does remind me of Mahito. But the thing I'm going to say here, I really like Samura. I think I love Sojo. I love Sojo a lot. I do. But I think Samura is starting to become my favorite character in this manga because of how much depth he has. And that's what I think in terms of like character writing. I think that's what this manga has been missing. It's been missing depth in the character writing. And I think Hokuzono is really starting to find their stride in terms of that, which is really nice to have. I'm hoping we're going to get that. I hope we get that with a lot more with Yura too. I can't wait to get that with Yura, because Yura is a very fascinating character to me as well. Um, I know I'm gonna get shit for saying it because I shouldn't be comparing it to Jujutsu Kaisen, but I can't help it. Like, Yura does make, in a way, remind me of Kenjaku. And I would love to have, like, and Kenjaku had a lot of death. He had some death. I said death. He had some death, mind you, but, like, I feel like Yura has the potential to have a lot of the depth that Kenjaku didn't have in Jujutsu Kaisen. Which, if Hokuzono could do that, that would be fantastic, and I would be so happy. It's kind of like with what's happening in it's like what I said in Maria no Danzai yesterday, and that manga is just straight up like a it's like a diet Jujutsu no Rokunin. But there's some things in that manga that Jujutsu no Rokunin doesn't have that I wish it had. And it's kind of like the same thing with Kagurabachi. It's a lot like there's a lot of there's certain aspects. It's not as blatantly obvious as Maria no Danzai, mind you, but there's certain things that Kagurabachi has that I wish Jujutsu Kaisen would have had. So I really hope we get. I really hope Hokuzono gives us that depth that I'm looking for with Yura. I really do. I'm such a sucker for villains. And I really hope we get that. I really hope we're going to get more about the Kaminabi. I'm hoping, and I can't wait to get more about Samura's daughter and their situation too. That will be very, very interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What you guys thought of this chapter. What you guys think about like Samura as a character so far. And do you think that every character we've seen thus far that Samura has gotten the most depth as a character? Let me know your thoughts, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing more Kagurabachi content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.